Welcome back to the channel.
What if I told you that two of the most valuable coins in American history might be hiding in your own house right now? You are looking at the 1913 Liberty Head nickel, a mysterious coin that the U.S. Mint claims was never even made, and the 1943 copper wheat cent, a World War II accident that can instantly make you a millionaire. But here is the catch. 99% of these coins found in the wild are clever fakes designed to trick you. Today, I am exposing the exact secrets to tell if yours is the real deal, including a simple magnet test that takes 2 seconds to do at home. Do not skip a single moment of this video, because missing this one tiny detail could literally cost you a fortune. Let's dive in. Welcome back to another incredible coin journey. Today we are talking about the absolute holy grail of American coin collecting, the legendary 1913 Liberty Head nickel. If you have ever wondered what makes a single 5-cent piece worth millions of dollars, you are in the right place. We are going to cover its incredible history, the difference in value between conditions, auction records, and what happens if you find an error or misprint. The story of the 1913 Liberty Head nickel is one of the greatest mysteries in the coin world. By 1913, the United States Mint had officially retired the Liberty Head design to make way for the new Indian Head, or Buffalo nickel. According to official records, no Liberty Head nickels were ever authorized or minted that year. Yet exactly 5 of them exist today. Many experts believe a mint employee named Samuel Brown secretly struck these 5 coins using dies that were meant to be destroyed. Because they were entirely unauthorized, every single genuine 1913 Liberty Head nickel is essentially a massive multi-million-dollar minting error. So, what are these coins actually worth today? Since only 5 are known to exist, there is no such thing as a cheap one. If we look at uncirculated or proof conditions, the prices are absolutely staggering. 2 of the 5 known nickels have highly reflective proof surfaces, while the other 3 were struck using standard techniques. The finest known example, known as the Eliasberg specimen, was graded a near-perfect proof 66. In 2018, it sold at a Stack's Bowers auction for an unbelievable $5,000. In a private sale back in 2007, it even reached the $1 million mark. But what if the coin actually went into circulation? Out of the 5 known coins, some did see wear and tear. The famous Walton specimen, for example, was carried around and even recovered from a fatal car crash. However, rarity trumps condition here. Even in a heavily circulated, damaged, or poor condition, any genuine 1913 Liberty Head nickel is still worth well over $65,000 today. Now, let's talk about errors, misprints, and finding one in the wild. Because this coin is so incredibly valuable, it is one of the most faked coins in human history. The most common error or misprint you will find is actually a clever forgery. Scammers will take a common 1903, 1910, or 1912 Liberty Head nickel and carefully alter the final digit to look like a 3. If you think you have found a 1913 nickel, you need to look very closely at the date with a magnifying glass to see if the metal has been scraped, carved, or glued. To sum it up, the 1913 Liberty Head nickel is a true masterpiece of numismatic history. Whether it is a flawless uncirculated proof sitting in a museum or a circulated coin with heavy wear, it commands a guaranteed price tag of $3 to $1 million. Always check your grandfather's old coin jars and keep your eyes peeled, but remember to watch out for those altered dates. Keep hunting, stay curious, and I will see you in the next video. Now we are diving into the most famous mistake of World War II. If you have ever checked a handful of change or gone digging through an old coin collection, chances are you have looked for the legendary 1943 Lincoln wheat cent. But I'm going to tell you exactly why most people are looking for the wrong thing, and how you can spot the hidden gems that actually put money in your pocket. Let us start with the history. Back in 1943, the United States military desperately needed copper for wartime ammunition. To save resources, the U.S. Mint did something they had never done before. They started striking pennies out of steel coated in zinc. These silver-colored coins are a fantastic piece of American history. But here is the reality check. Because the Mint produced over 1 billion of them across all 3 branches, standard 1943 steel pennies are not a get-rich-quick ticket. Let us talk about realistic, loyal worth. I always want to give you honest, ground-level prices, not just the hyped-up internet rumors. If you find a standard 1943 steel penny in circulated, worn condition, it is generally worth between 20 and 50 cents. Even if you have a beautiful, uncirculated piece that is still shining like new, you are looking at a realistic value of $20 to $50. They are amazing to collect, but a standard steel penny will not buy you a new car. However, this is where the story gets crazy. When the mint switched over to steel, a tiny handful of old bronze blanks from the previous year were accidentally left inside the coin hopper. Those few copper pennies struck in 1943 are the holy grail of numismatics. While I will not exaggerate the absolute peak auction numbers, it is a fact that a genuine 1943 copper penny can easily command hundreds of thousands of dollars when it hits the auction block. But remember the golden rule: always test it with a magnet. If your 1943 penny sticks to a magnet, it is a standard steel coin. If it does not stick, you need to get it professionally authenticated immediately. But what if you only have the regular steel penny? Can it still be valuable? Absolutely.
This is the secret most beginners completely miss.
You need to pull out your magnifying glass and look for the doubled die obverse, also known as the DDO error. Look very closely at the date and the word liberty. If you see a distinct, bold doubling or a shadowing effect stamped on the letters and numbers, you have found something special. A circulated 1943 doubled die error can easily fetch $50 to $200 if you find one in pristine, uncirculated condition. That realistic auction price jumps up to around $500 to $700. You should also check the mint mark on the Denver minted coins. Look for the famous 1943 D repunched mint mark, where you can see a second letter D stamped slightly underneath the first one. That one little mistake can turn a cheap 50-cent coin into a $400 treasure. The 1943 wheat cent is a true masterpiece of wartime history. Whether you hold a 20-cent circulated coin, a valuable double die error, or you are still hunting for that impossible copper ghost, the thrill of the hunt never gets old. Grab your magnets, check your jars, and keep on searching. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video. Take a close look at your pocket change, because today we are talking about a coin that might be hiding in plain sight: the 1997 D Washington quarter. When most people see a normal quarter from 1997, they are usually like, it is just 25 cents. There is absolutely no way this modern coin is worth any real money. And honestly, for the vast majority of beat-up pocket change you find at the grocery store, they are right. But there is a hidden side to this specific Denver mint year that casual collectors completely miss. If you know exactly what to look for, including special pristine conditions and wild mint errors, this seemingly ordinary coin can actually be worth some serious cash. Do not go spending your 1997 D quarters before checking them, because you might just be giving away a tiny fortune. Let us start with everyday circulated coins and why condition means everything. In 1997, the Denver Mint produced an absolutely massive number of these quarters, nearly 600 million of them to be exact. Because so many were made and pushed straight into everyday commerce, if you find one in standard, worn, circulated condition, it is simply worth its face value of exactly 25 cents. But the entire story completely flips when we talk about pristine, uncirculated coins. The value of an uncirculated 1997 D quarter depends entirely on its professional grade. If you have a coin that went straight from the mint into a paper bank roll and never circulated, it might grade around mint state 63, making it worth about $1 or $2. If it is incredibly clean, has glowing original luster, and grades a much higher mint state 66, you are looking at around $20 to $30. However, the real big money comes into play when you find a coin that is virtually flawless. The mint presses in Denver were running at maximum capacity, which means most coins ended up with tiny dings, scratches, or weak strikes. Finding a beautifully preserved coin with a perfectly crisp strike is a massive challenge. When a pristine coin grades a flawless mint state 68, the value absolutely skyrockets. In fact, the all-time auction record for a 1997 D Washington quarter graded FGS mint state 68 is an astonishing $1,708. Someone paid nearly $2,000 for a 25-cent piece simply because it survived without a single visible